yes, there is something that Canada can do, and they could start by not doing what Trudeau did on that infamous visit in 2018 to India, where he notoriously had on his guest list for a glittering diplomatic reception no less than a convicted Khalistani would-be assassin, Jaspal Atwal, who was convicted of shooting a Punjab cabinet minister in 1986 on Vancouver Island, and is not the sort of person you want on the Prime Minister's guest list, much less posing for selfies with the Prime Minister's wife, as he did in Mumbai on that trip. That was a blunder, a serious diplomatic blunder by the Trudeau government. And all the parties in Canada, I'm sad to say, are guilty of the same sin. That is, looking the other way. They say, okay, well, if they're going to vote for me, I'm going to turn a blind eye to what they're doing and saying. As long as, and they think that what they're doing is winning Sikh votes. Actually, they're winning Khalistani votes. And those are not the same thing at all. Remember that in Punjab, and a lot of people don't realize this, they think that Sikhs are Khalistanis, and they confuse the two. Remember that in the most recent Punjab election, the only separatist party running, Simranjit Singh Man's splinter group, they won, what, 2.5% of the vote? No seats?
Yeah.
I know he has a federal seat now. I give him credit for that. But they want, I mean, the BJP, a Hindu nationalist party in a Punjab Sikh majority state election, won 3 times as many votes as the separatists. Can you imagine that? And then the election before that, they got, what, 0.3% of the vote or something? I mean, microscopic. You could barely detect it. I mean, none of the above did better than the separatists. So it's important to remember just how, in what low esteem the Khalistan movement is held by the great majority of Sikhs. And to remember that we're talking about a small minority which has mastered the art of making a lot of noise, and they have succeeded in getting politicians to listen to them. And if the Trudeau government, the Conservative opposition, the NDP, which is led by Jagmeet Singh, of course, who's got a history on this issue, to put it mildly, if they all said, look, we're going to stop this. You don't get to influence the government. You don't get to dictate the narrative of Indian-Canadian relations because you're a Khalistani and you say you're going to vote for us. There are a lot of other Indians in Canada. There are a lot of Hindus in Canada as well as Sikhs. And we're not going to play your game anymore. We're not going to sing your song in return for these promises of votes. We're going to draw the curtain over that sad past. And next time a Canadian Prime Minister goes to India, you will not see any convicted Khalistani terrorists on the guest list for the diplomatic dinner.